Hey, what's up? Well, back with another video already. And this time I have yet another unboxing from TEMU. And without showing my address, I'm gonna unbox it live. And the other thing I want to talk about real quick that I keep forgetting to mention is my little personalized shopping cart. I like to spend a moment talking about that, my little shopping cart, if I could, and what a shame it is that so few people see the value in such carts, including my father when he got rid of the one that was for my grandma. Okay, I am so mad, that for many years I had to suffer without a cart like that. I think it was about $35 or something. I want to say 2018 is when I finally broke down and got one. But let's see, I went to live with him in 2015. 16, 17, yeah, so for about 3 years. I didn't have a cart like that, all because he threw away the one that was for my grandma, my late grandma, his mom, who had passed away in December of 2010, was it? So he had gotten rid of it at least 5 years before I went to live with him, or gave it away or something. But I mean, that cart right there is one of the best things, best 35 or 40 bucks I've ever spent, because it is just so convenient. So convenient. Like, it is so much better when you're transporting boxes of cans, 12 packs. It is so much better to have a cart like that. To simply, just put it in the cart, or take the time to open the cart, roll it to the vehicle, and put your drinks in that, rather than try to rely on punching that hole and carrying it by a hole. Oh my God, that's been a disaster where my dad is concerned. But it just makes me so mad that he would rather hurry up and put 4 or 5 bags on each arm than to slow down and take one moment to do things right. It's one of the most frustrating things in my life has been that so many people would rather just suffer through things, doing them the wrong way, thinking it's faster, especially men. It's like they don't want to use anything. They don't have to. They think they can just do everything without the help of, whatever, whether it's a person, a object, or what have you. They just don't want to actually take the time to do things right. So, that cart is just wonderful. The other thing that's wonderful is on Amazon, I finally found a cover for, well, actually it's been a week or so. Oh my gosh. A cover for that exposed doorbell chime box that was just annoying the hell out of me for almost 2 years. The moment I've waited for, almost 2 years. So much better. So finally, it has a cover, and it just really makes me mad how, it's like my mom definitely got the raw deal in marrying my dad, not vice versa. Because if he can just not do something or rush through it and do it the wrong way, and then I have to deal with the consequences, like the pops falling out of the box that wasn't glued properly and making a mess. It just really makes me mad, how women have to be so heavily involved in even the things that we're not good at, such as heavy lifting. and painting and DIY projects that can injure our hands, our beautiful, delicate hands. It's just such a shame that women have to get so heavily involved in almost everything in order for it to be done right. And it's like the one area that we don't get involved in is the one area that sucks. You know, the one room that's like the man cave is the most disgusting room in the house. And so it's just really sad. But I'll stop talking about the cart. And the doorbell chime box cover, which, I mean, it was a miracle that it fit. You know, I was just so worried about that for days. Was it going to fit? And, you know, as far as my dad was concerned, I mean, it could just, you know, that's just the way he is. You know, if this house wouldn't have had switch plates at all, you know, as you can see, they're yellowed out. But if there would have been no switch plates and I wouldn't have insisted on getting them, I mean, he just lived in a house without switch plates. So, anyway, what I'd like to do is get on with the unboxing, because until I see what is in this package, I cannot leave a review. You know, I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to review a product unless and until I see it. You know, I've been tempted to do that. I've actually done that, I think, in the past on here and on eBay when I get something and I can't get to it. I don't see it for months because I'm at my mom's house. I mean, really, that's where I'd prefer to be. You know, that's where my heart is. But let's see what's in this package. See, the first thing I'm going to show is a mini shopping cart. It's intended for a doll, but the thing about a shopping cart, I did get green. Let's see. So it can be like the Dollar Tree. You know, yellow is Dollar General. Red is Family Dollar or Walgreens or something, I think. Or CVS for sure. Blue could be Walmart or Five Below. And green is normally Dollar Tree. So it's a little miniature shopping cart. Let's see if it rolls. But it could be for a doll. See, there's a little thing where you put a baby. And or it could just be a decoration by a miniature Christmas tree. A shopping cart to put Christmas presents inside of it for Christmas. You see, I wanted red. You know, that'd have been more Christmassy. But I felt like, well, when I saw the prices kind of, you know, determined what color I got, like so many times. It's like I don't really care that much about the color. But then I look at the prices, and for some strange reason, some colors are cheaper than others. So I tend to go with the cheapest color, even if only by a few cents. So I got green, like Dollar Tree. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, see, this is a good site for space fame stuff. Oh my gosh, the box is just as pretty as the pencils. I got me some astronaut regular number 2 pencils. And it's got like a hologram on the box. Dream.space. If only that would have been around in the 90s. So it's a little astronaut guy. I could just sharpen these with that little toilet that I showed you. Now I'll have me some pencils. It's kind of hard to open the box. But let's see what... Oh, they don't have erasers. Wouldn't you know? I'll have to put some of those arrowheads, blue and purple. No wonder they're so cheap. They don't come by default with erasers. So, you know, with all the arrowheads that I'm not using, I think blue, purple, or white will do just fine. Or even green, lime green, like an alien. See, what else do we have? A multicolored ink pen. See, there was a time when the 4-color ink pen, red, blue, black, and green, was all the rage. And it's got an astronaut. I just hope the colors don't dry up. Space trip. Let's see, what do we have? Let's see, what all do we have? What all do we have? There's a certain order I'm going in. But this, I think, will be my favorite. This, it's a size 7, which I hope will fit. Though in my hand, you never know. I mean, I don't know. It all depends. You know, sometimes a 7 fits, sometimes it's tight, but it's never loose, okay? My birthstone can either be a pearl, or they call this alexandrite. But of course, a real one would cost more than a diamond. So, it's simulated alexandrite. And the only issue I have with it, it's beautiful. But the only issue that I can see is it sounds just a little bit loose. I don't know if I can tighten those. But that is supposed to be like a simulated alexandrite. And you can't tell, but it has both purple and green, maybe a little bit of blue. I just hope that doesn't come loose in there. My mom would not be pleased with it. But there you have it, my beautiful multicolored birthstone for June. I used to be so envious of kids who were born in freaking July. You know, they just get to have a solid red ruby, or September was my favorite, blue. Or, you know, even November, topaz, that's yellow most of the time. You know, they just got to have a solid color birthstone, whereas mine, couldn't really describe it. It's like a purple that changes color. And or it could be a pearl. But June 19th, I didn't get my class ring with my birthstone. I got the school color, which I'm not going to tell you what it is. But love my birthstone. I just hope that this stone does not fall out of the ring. It looks like it's, I mean, it is in there, but you just have to be very careful. I think it's pretty, but it just could be a little tighter. But there you have it, my favorite. And the other thing I got along those lines is yet another ring. And this will come in handy in about 3 months, 3 to 4 months, when they have Mardi Gras, the fleur-de-lis, my favorite symbol, because it's really popular around here. Why, I'm not going to tell you. But Mardi Gras and fleur-de-lis go hand in hand. So, let's see, is there anything left in the package? No. And the last two things that I ordered are these silly swim rings for some kind of a doll. They don't have as much air in them as you would think. But I can remember almost buying a babysitter, is it Skipper, and a little baby that had one of these. I don't know if it was blue or green, or I think it was blue. She had a little swim ring of sorts, and she was like a swimming baby. So I'm just glad I waited and I bought these for a lot cheaper. And there are these fully clothed sleeping babies like you'd put in a king's cake instead of them being nude, pink and blue. It's like for people that have those gender reveals. So that's it for this unboxing. This is another TEMU from another package this summer, spring. Still like to wear it even though Halloween is over. But, you know, very happy with everything except the looseness of that stone. I'll ask my mom about it, but I don't think she'll be able to tighten it. I don't think a jeweler would want to tighten it. But yeah, my birthstone, see this, the 7, it certainly fits. It certainly was the right choice, you know, an 8 would have been loose. But once you get it on my hand, it's kind of hard to take it off. And in a way, that's good. But all it means is that in order to take it off, I kind of have to wet my hand. So, I mean, the reality is I'm about a 7.5. I'm not an 8, but a 7 is just a little bit tight. And it's just a very, you know, it's a very, I wouldn't say uncommon. In fact, it's probably very common, but it's kind of an awkward ring size in the way that, you know, I could almost wear a man's ring, even though they're usually 8 to 13, but it's right in the middle of the women's sizes. And a lot of times they're sold out of my size. And so that makes ring buying very difficult. You know, it's like I'm bigger than my mom, but smaller than my dad, who couldn't care less about jewelry. So, it just really doesn't leave me with a lot of rings that I could just pick up and wear as I find them. So yeah, I like my stuff, and I'm very happy with this unboxing, and I'll go ahead and post this video. Oh, one thing I forgot to show on this video is my crown. It looks like this, and it came undone. I had to put it together on the side, fasten it, and it's kind of like a fancier version of a Burger King crown. That's all it really is. It's like a fancy Burger King crown. And with the nickname Princess Veronica, I think it's just right. And so I'm wearing my 2 Alexandrite type rings, and you can see they're very different. No 2 Alexandrites are exactly the same. So I'm very pleased with the crown and everything else I got. And I'll go ahead and post this video. See, those are the birthstones of May, July, and September. May, July, September. Emerald, ruby, sapphire. They don't know how fortunate they are. That describing their birthstone is just so easy compared to describing mine.